Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Time for our tale of the tape. One of the best to ever do it. Carl, the Cobra Froch. He comes in 6 foot 1 inches tall with a 75.2-inch reach. And the man he'll be facing, Sergio Maravilla Martinez. He weighed in at 72.6 kilos. He's 178 centimeters tall and has a reach of 185.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
Carl, the Cobra Froch, a super middleweight multi-time world champion. Sergio Maravilla Martinez. He's the former unified middleweight champion of the world and a future Hall of Famer.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing from Nottingham, England, a super middleweight champion of the world, Carl, the Cobra Froch. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Buenos Aires, Argentina.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight. And what a fight it should be.
The fans are getting desperate. They want to get involved in this fight. And now, the action's about to begin.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for the... We're expecting an all-out offensive display. They're both trying for a knockout. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. It's fight night, and as you can see, it is night as we fight under the stars for this big, highly anticipated main event.
It's been a long, long day, Todd. They've been drinking, they've been out in the sun, they've been having a good time. But this is what they've been waiting for. This crowd can be very unpredictable. And by the sense of it, it's nighttime now. They're waiting for the big fight. There's a lot of press on these fighters' shoulders to get that job done and perform.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Look how that straight's affecting them. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. And that left hook doesn't find its target. Catch and shoot. There's a counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Froch in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Maybe I'm crazy, Johnny, but this slugger's game plan appears to be hit me in the face as many times as you want, and right when you get tired of it, I'm going to catch you with a counter and knock you out.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Do you believe what we're seeing? No rest for the weary. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about thoughts in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this...
There's the bell to start round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They blocked the left there. Just avoids the left uppercut. Oh, and that one really got Martinez good. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
And he misses with that jab. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Misses with the jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about thoughts in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Back at it in round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Good counter punching. And he scores with the counter. Won't score with that right uppercut. Martinez forced to step back. He's on wobbly legs. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
3 days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about thoughts in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously...
On to the fifth we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about thoughts in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
There's the bell to start round 6. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Sergio Martinez is rocked. And now they're right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do you do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. No rest for the weary. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about thoughts in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the...
Round 7, here we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, If it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
It's all offense all the time. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. They exchange punches. What a round so far as we've reached. Did you see that? Sergio Martin. Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here? The referee determines that we're good, and we will continue to fight. No, hold it right there. Oh no, Carl Froch got caught. And right back into the fray.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Oh, Froch seeing cobwebs. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
There's the bell to start round 8. Maravilla in some trouble here. How are they still standing?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Sergio Martinez is dazed. Maravilla is flat on his back. And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do.
And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
What resilience to be down and to be back up.
Sergio Martinez is down on the canvas. Is he going to be able to make it back up? I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That you still want to fight.
Well, it's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.
more than that to drag me down. So bring on the rain, bring on the storm, yeah, bring on the pain. It can't hurt me anymore. Maybe outgunned, bloodied and bruised, but I don't run, and I sure as hell don't lose. Sure as hell don't lose. Oh no no. Baptized in the river to the life of a sinner, with nothing left but battle scars. The pain and the pleasure haunt you forever. At least somehow I got this far. So bring on the rain, bring on the storm, bring on the pain. It can't hurt me anymore. Maybe outgunned, bloodied and bruised, but I don't run, and I sure as hell don't lose. Sure as hell don't lose. I sure as hell don't lose. I need force, breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head above the water, screaming till I lose my voice. I need force, breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head above the water, screaming till I lose my voice. I can't stand by anymore, looking in from the outside. I know I can hold the fort, they can't keep my hands tied. I need strength to carry on, help me push it through. Oh, no one can save me from myself. I need force, breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head above the water, screaming till I lose my voice.
We are live at the CompuBox Academy. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And introducing first, El Nino de Oro. It's Jorge Linares, 60.8 kilos, 173 centimeters tall. El Nino de Oro. It's Jorge Linares fighting out of... Approaching the ring.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
One of the hottest tickets. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Jorge Linares is in some serious trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
The jab doesn't quite connect. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Swing and a miss with that left hook. Couldn't land that jab. The straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Linares in that last round. They got the momentum, they got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Johnny, you would know this better than me, but I would hate fighting someone with this swarmer style. They don't let you breathe. They don't let you get off the ropes. You can't get your offense off. You just got to deal with them.
You're fighting a swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance, because they will just stay in your face.
That hook doesn't score. Fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Do you believe what we're seeing? No rest for the weary. Both men step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Linares in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Stay full, come out together, and get back out there and win the round.
Smart. Just keep him on the end of that jab and getting your timing order to reset.
Forget about the round. It's a bad round.
Let's get it started in round three. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Do you believe this? Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Throws the uppercut but misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that.
That was a terrible round.
Here we go to the fourth round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Fighters landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Bam is rocked. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Bam is hurt. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes we just saw.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Better than that, kid.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work.
You were thinking to yourself, get your rhythm back, and then we'll go again. You done all?
Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end.
Get your mind back on the job. That was a god-awful round, that was. Come on. You let him back into the fight. You're much better than that.
Time for the fifth round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it?
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Bam is in trouble. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are. And down goes Bam! As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your breath.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at it's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. then he's out of there.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
It's not that I ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fine.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Bam is hurt. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fight. Hold it right there. Ooh, Bam is rocked. How is this fight still continuing?
Defense, defense, defense is everything.
Hold it right there. Bam is in trouble. This next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
I love the response, though.
There's the bell to start round 6. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Straight right just misses. This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. This fight will continue. Got out of the way of that right hook. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Hurt. Disaster of... Hold that thought! Ooh, Bam is rocked. Just 1 punch away from getting the momentum back.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round.
Whoa, Johnny! Bam is in trouble. Talk about Linares in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does... And there's the bell for round 7. That round was complete. Hold that thought! Ooh, Bam is rocked! Looks like trouble was averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Bam is hurt. Disaster averted.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this! The Venezuelan is rocked! They've avoided catastrophe there. Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this! Jorge Linares seeing cobwebs now. How did they not go down?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back up.
Oh, my God, Johnny! Bam is in trouble. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. talk about Linares in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight.
Round 8, and we're off again. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what... You don't want to trade shots. The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight.
Taking too much, the fight is over.
And he waves it off. That will do it. This fight is over.
I think the referee forgot until all of a sudden, yeah, you know what, I better do my job here.
Well, Johnny, how do you rate the performance after this stoppage win?
What's next? A TKO makes it so confusing because you think, what would have happened if the fight carried on? These guys are going to have to do it all over again.